Hi everybody. In this videos I am going to show you how you can create IAM users, and this is very important when you will work for your client project or when you will work in enterprise company. You can't work as a root user for the security purpose, as well as the companies can't get unnecessary charges. So they will give you either it's IAM user or identity based IAM roles for performs your task, for complete your task related to your field. So let's get started how you can create IAM users. So go to the search and search IAM, and you have to open this IAM in new windows, new tab. So yeah, once it will be open, click on see in the left side, click on users. There are no user created till now, so let's create users. Click on create users. You can use any name of whatever you want, so I just use user1 and then click next. Now one of the important part is that they will attach policy in your IAM user, because policy is like a permission with the least privilege, like what type of services you are allowed to access, you are allowed to do anything related to that particular AWS services. So there are two ways to attach policy in your IAM users. Suppose the company create lots of IAM users, and they add all the IAM user into a group, then assign a policy into the entire group, or they can apply attach policy in separate users group, each and every one. So I will attach policy with this IAM user. So if you want to add this user into a group, then you can create a group here, and then you have to add IAM user into the group and then attach policy into the entire group. What I will directly attach policy to the IAM user. So I will select attach policy directly, and now you can see that. So this type of permission you want to give this IAM user, like suppose if that IAM users has access to S3 bucket only, means this IAM user will work with S3 bucket, then administrator will give only access to S3 bucket. They can't access other AWS services. For that, what will happen? They will attach S3 full access, S3 full access. So this is the permission attached with IAM user. So just select this one. Okay. So once it will be select, next we can select other policies, whatever want permission add in this IAM user. So let's select Redshift. So we can select Redshift full access. So this is the another policy I attached with IAM user. Okay, so these two policy I attach with IAM users. Click on next. So now you can see that the username is user1, and there are no passwords set till now for this IAM user. I will set the password for this IAM user later, so you can log in with IAM user to perform your task, to complete your task. So this is the permission attached with this IAM user, Amazon Redshift full access, as well as Amazon S3 full. So now click on create user. Within few minutes or few seconds, so now you can see that the user has been successfully created. So yeah, you can see that. So user one is has been created successfully. So now click on that user1, go to the security credential, and then you have to select password for this IAM user. So click on enable console access, and if you want you can select auto generate password. AWS will create password for you, but I will select custom password, means I will use custom password for me. So the password must be 8 character long. So I just create some password. So let's see. I just You have to select password what you want, and if you want you can also show your password while seeing that. So no worries, just click on enable console access. Now you can see that your password has been created successfully. So now I will log in with this IAM users, and I will show you because administrator give you access to only access S3 as well as Redshift. If I will try to access another AWS services, I will get error like access denied because I don't have a permission. So let's see. So you can note this IAM users username and password. So just close this one. Um, you have to sign it from your root user, and you have to note this account ID also because this is the part of when you will log in with your IAM user, you need to use your account ID also. So this is the account ID of root user. So I just copy and click on sign out. Once you will click on sign out, just click on sign in again. When you will click on sign in again, just wait for some second. Yeah, now you can see that they are account ID. So you have to use your account ID that you copy uh, last time. So just select your account ID. Then you have to type your usernames that is given by your administrator. So this is user one, and then you have to select password for your this IAM user. So whatever password you get from your administrator, you have to use there, and then click sign in button. So let's see it's login or not. Now you can see that it's login um, as a IAM user. So when you will click on account section, just click on that, and then you can see that so you are login as a IAM user and account ID. So what type of permission they will give? They give you only S3 bucket policy they attach with your IAM users as well as Redshift. If you try to access other services, they will show you error access denied. So now you can see that so these are the application they are still showing access denied. It means that you don't have a access. So let's even you can't create new IAM user because you don't have access. Let's see that it's working or not. Yeah. So now you can see that when you will try to do anything, either you want to create new users with this IAM users, you can't create that. When you will click on that, you can't create because they are showing access denied. You do not have permissions to list IAM users. Okay. So this is the first way you can understand you don't have access. So you have a S3 bucket. So if you will try to create S3 bucket, you have access. You can create it. You will not get any error. So let's check. Just click on S3 and just open into the new windows and see what happened. So now you can see that when you will you can see there are already a new bucket is available in that Redshift practice is the bucket already available in that. You can see that even you can create also bucket because you have permissions to create. You can do anything with the S3 because administrator give you full access to S3. So this way you can check with the S3. So let's check something else. So I just check SageMaker. So just click on and open into the new tab. Let's see what happened. Now you can see that they are showing that access denied means you can't do anything with the SageMaker because you don't have a permission. Root users administrator don't give you access to do anything with the SageMaker. So in this way, IAM user is working, and this is very important. Either it's for security purpose or not getting unnecessary charges by the AWS. So that's why they are giving IAM user with the least privilege. Least privilege means they will give you access to those resources that you need to complete your task. So you can also check with the Redshift also. So because Redshift permission you have, so let's see. You have access to Redshift. So just click on that and open a new tab, and let's see it's working or not. So I hope it will work. It will definitely work because you have permissions to access and do anything with the. So you can see that there are not anywhere, it's not showing error. So you can understand because you have access, and now you can see that there are already a Redshift cluster is available. So you can see whatever is that. So you can also click on that, and let's see what will happen. So there are already a cluster is available. So just when you will click on cluster, let's see what are all the cluster is available. So now you can see that you have a right to see this Redshift cluster, and because you have permissions to access Redshift. So this is very important, and this is the always you can work with as a IAM user. And you also learned in this videos how you can create IAM user, and in my next videos I will teach you how you can create identity based IAM role. And one more point is that the IAM user for the long credentials, for the long terms credential, and you can also create password for your IAM users. With the help of IAM users account ID and password, you can log in as a IAM users, and you can perform your task with the least privilege. That is very important.